Hey guys, JAMIELEIGH here from Bishkek, literally backstage in my dressing room, and I just wanted to share a little something with you. We met this blue and gold macaw who we think is about 1 year old, named Amur, and Amor I think is a female, but we don't actually know. And you're about to see the first time that I ever met Amur. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting.
Oh, you're just the best macaw in Bishkek.
And Dave messages me and before I even meet Amor, and he's just like, oh, she's the sweetest macaw, she's still a baby, she's just so sweet, it's amazing, the best bird ever, this is gonna be a piece of cake for getting this bird into the show. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, seriously? I get so excited because baby birds, like, yes, that is the case. So I'm just like, oh, I have to meet this baby. So I get back to our hotel to meet this baby, and this is how it goes.
Hi. Do you want to be friends? If you come to me, I'll give you the orange. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's alright. Did they already teach you not to do it? Let's try this way. I heard you only like arms. Nope. 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 Yeah, I heard you like oranges. I heard you like oranges. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be grabbed. If you put your foot up, you can step onto me, but I don't want your beak. I don't want your beak.
Did it go like this?
It did not go like that. So needless to say, Dave's filming me and filming me fail massively with Amur, who's not interested in being my friend. And he's just like, okay, that's enough, we gotta go. And he just steps her right up and we leave. And I'm just like, what? Not used to being totally outcasted by a bird who just like obviously loves Dave. And he, you know, given he had kind of the day with her a little bit more than I did, he got to meet her first. I was off with a friend, but still she's really like keen to men, so I have that totally going against me. So, you know, it doesn't matter because I don't necessarily have to work with her in the show, and I told myself that about 500 times, and I proceeded to try to win her over anyway. So basically what I did is I started out just hanging out with her in the dressing room, and I gave her little napkins, and I made little creatures out of these napkins. And when I ran out of napkins, because she destroyed them all, I went and found some cardboard backstage, and I gave her the cardboard to play with. And she was literally just sitting with me and tearing all this stuff up to shreds happily. And so it was really cool because I don't think she's been given toys yet. We're teaching her owners about basic parrot care and stuff, but they just don't know. So we're really helping them along, but it was a total bond building experience to give her these napkins and this cardboard to just destroy, and then she was just sitting super content in my presence, which was awesome.
So,
He likes you. It's not fair. I've been working hard for that in here. Okay, let me try. Here.
I had all morning with her. We became friends.
Yeah, but
I didn't have to work that hard.
I'm still trying. Can I pet you? Oh, seriously? Can I pet you? Please, please, please. Okay, how about a treat and I pet you?
Oh, tricked her.
She stepped up for me, which is amazing because she hasn't liked me and she hasn't been a fan of women at all. But so when she stepped up, I was like, well, I have to make this awesome. So I gave her little pieces of walnut as she was being good. And then I took her over to her owner, which she was super excited to see him. And I didn't think she was going to come back to me after getting to see him. And she actually was super nice. So it was amazing. I was literally set up to fail because she went up on his shoulder and everything. She came back to me, and it's our first day together. Did you do that? Did you knock that down? Yeah. This is for destroying. You can destroy it into little pieces like the paper. It's super fun. You wanna come? No, I want your foot first, not your beak. If you can step up onto me, you can have it, but I don't want your beak. I don't want to be bit. I don't go for beaks. You can come up. You have to lift your foot up. I don't want your mouth. I don't want your mouth. I'm not gonna play that game. You know how to use those wings?
You're still a baby. You should figure it out. Come on. Come on. Do you know how to use those wings? Yeah, let's go. Come on. Can you do it? Can you do it? Come on. Hey, you. Let's go. You can do it. Come on. It's easy. Can you do it? You're getting frustrated? Yeah, come on. Come on, come on. Yeah. Do you want to step? I don't want your beak. I want you to use your wings or your feet. Do you want me to hold that open for you? I don't think it's going to be easier though. It's okay. Yeah, good job. Good job. See, my hand is holding your hand. So you feel better. It scared you a little bit? She kind of yelled because my finger automatically goes down on the foot. You want to go back? Oh, good job. Enjoy that treat. That was interesting. She wanted to use that door. That door is pretty flimsy, so. That's the second step up ever from this bird who apparently doesn't like women. And you know, at first I was like, it doesn't even matter if she doesn't like women. Dave's working with this bird, not me, so I won't get all trainer on this bird. And then I got all trainer on this bird and I was like, she can't not like me. Do you want to do it again? Do you want to work again? You're doing pretty good. Imagine if I had a clicker. Here, let me hold the door for you. Let's make sure it doesn't swing. Okay. I'm just holding your foot like you're holding my hand. Good job. Good job. Look at you. Look at you. Do you want to go down? I'll give you a treat for going down. Yeah, good job. That's pretty cool, huh? Oh, the eyes are pinning. She's like, this is new. I am learning. I'm gonna try a sunflower seed. Oh, do you want to do it again? We're just working on step up, huh? Yeah? It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna wait for you to calm down. Oh, good job. Do you like those? You do. So she didn't bite me. She just kind of like, she definitely touched my fingers because she's like, what is the deal with you holding my feet? Hey, it's okay. No, no, no. Oh, good job. So she actually was trying to like get her foot out. But I held on to it, which was a little uncomfortable for her. And she didn't get upset about it. She put her wings out, but that's it. Look how good you're doing. See, if I take you out to the theater, I have to hold your feet because there's so many people. And there's a Russian guy with a big pretend snake, but it looks really real. Now I'd hate for you to get stuck up somewhere since you haven't figured out your flying. Let's make this smaller. Huh? Oh, can't do it, and I'm losing your feet. I'm gonna set you down. Good job. Good job. I kind of like the sunflower seeds better. Look at you wanting to interact. Bird seriously hated me earlier. Boy, let's make sure you don't close that on yourself. Hey, I don't want your beak. I want your foot. Oh, it's a little shaky. Okay, let's try without the door. Do you want to try without the door? No, I don't want your face. I want your foot. What's with the door? Can we prop it open? Yeah. Let's use Dave's shoe. Okay, hold on. Oh, except, is that gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna work. Do you want to come? Foot? No, 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 no. Foot. It's okay, but I'm not rewarding you for that. No. Not rewarding you for that, but if you're uncomfortable, you can go. You don't have to step up. Let go. You gotta let go of me if I let go of you. nicely. Oh, this is sweet. Let's get that door to stay still. Is that better? Hold on. Okay. Do you want to try again? Okay. No. No, I don't want your face. I want that foot. If you lift up your foot. Good. No. Hey. Now that was good and gentle. You want my ring? Leave my ring alone. Leave my ring alone. You're gonna have to take my ring off because it's shiny. Hey, you. You can have a treat because you're being very gentle, but I think I should take off my ring so it's not an issue. Oh, you're trying to hang on? No, I'm gonna take my ring off. Try to beak me and let it go. Good job. Good job. You gotta get used to the feet being held. It's a little new for you. But it's a safe thing. It's a safe thing. Look at you being all good. Do you like those? Hey, don't touch me. Don't go for me. Okay, I'm gonna try the petting thing and end on that. She's getting a little rambunctious. Do you remember this? Oh, good job. Oh, good job. Oh, good girl. Good job. Oh, good job. You get a big treat for that. That was awesome. Here. Good job. Okay. I'm done, I promise. I will just let this bird work with Dave. Let it be.
This up there.
Okay, so I know that I said that I wasn't gonna work with her anymore and I was just gonna let it be Dave's thing. But then she was sitting there and she had her foot up to me like she wanted to interact, and so I was like, well, I'll just do one session. Okay, she held her foot up to me, so let's see if she wants to interact. If so, I'm gonna keep it short. Do you want to? Good job. That was perfect. That was so perfect. Look at you all being perfect. Look at you all being perfect. Not so sure about going down, are you? You get a treat for going down, though. Going down's good, too. My goodness. Good job. What a good job. This is perfect. Let's do a big treat. They say you like pistachios. Good job. That was it. Training session over. Exactly a minute. This is Amor asking to step up. See that little foot in the air? You're so excitable. Okay. Good job. So as you guys can see, I had a lot of awesome success with Amor. She eventually liked me, which was the goal. And then, so her owner is Amur, who is the man, and then Aika, who is the wife. And Aika is terrified of Amor, and so I was trying to tell her about it, and I was basically like, oh, and I started working with Amor, and I was just like, she doesn't like me, she doesn't really like women, and Aika felt like it was her fault because of what she had kind of already established or not established with herself. And so throughout the theater, eventually yesterday, I walked out with Amor and took her out into the theater, so Aika was able to see that I struggled all day and then had success. And I think that really inspired her and motivated her to want to do the same thing. And so she came to me today into the dressing room and was just like, will you teach me to work with her? And I was like, yes, totally, I will. The kind of cool thing about this is Aika has 2 sons, and one of them is autistic. And she basically gets it. So when I was explaining the training, she kind of already knew it from how she works with her son. And that was really awesome because a lot of the time I end up explaining things over and over and over again and trying to get specific lessons into people's heads, but lessons really took for her. She actually, there was one point where she didn't get Amor to step up even though she had asked, and then Amor had played with her nail polish and kind of like beaked her, didn't hurt or anything, was gentle, just kind of played with her but wouldn't step up, and she gave her a treat. And so I stopped everything and I was just like, let me explain what happened. And she's like, I gave her a treat, a reward for doing not what I asked. And I was like, yes, and she just got it, which was awesome. And so throughout the entire training process, she's really just picked up on stuff, which has been phenomenal. And she had never, ever, ever held Amor before. She was too scared. And literally when we started, when she first came in, I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't film any of it. But when she first came in, she was like squealing because she was nervous and like scared. So Amor would kind of put her foot up and Ika would go to step her up and then like pull back and scream, and she was totally terrified. And I got none of that on video because I wasn't expecting to do the session. But literally by the end, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like because Ika was terrified of this bird, and I am so thrilled for the success. Not only that, but Amor has now accepted 2 women in her life. So that's fantastic. She's still young and moldable, so things can definitely change from here, and I think Ika has a really good program to start with and a good starting point. So she even was able to get these results with her husband in the room, and her husband is Amor's favorite person. So I was a little bit nervous thinking that she might not do as well with him around, but she totally went for it. So it was awesome, and her husband was really proud and excited because, I mean, like we all know, it's really hard to have a pet that your significant other doesn't accept or get along with for whatever reason. That can be really, really difficult. So to get these 2 kind of on the same page and the same playing field has been really awesome, and will only make Amor's life better too. So check it out. So put your arm down more. Yes, good. Good.
Yeah, good.
Perfect. Also, I forgot to mention that Ika is also our interpreter here, so she translates everything for us. And she has been on a lot of our TV and basically interview stuff, just translating. And so you're gonna see her in a clip because we actually got Amor to do a TV interview with Dave, which was really cool, and she was totally great with Ika being there. So this was awesome. The interviewer for the TV was a female as well, and she's doing great with all females. So I'm super, super duper excited.
She's asking what is the difference between a magician and an illusionist?
The difference between a magician and an illusionist is basically the size of magic that we perform. Magicians oftentimes do small magic for birthday parties or maybe at a restaurant, where an illusionist does magic on a big stage, just like we're doing here tonight in Bishkek. You'll see birds in the show, you'll see all sorts of other animals, you'll even get a little bit of a sample of my skydiving with an interactive trick in the show.